This year marks the 95th Annual Academy Awards. For roughly 85 to 86 of those years, the nominations and then winners were based primarily on talent and merit. And that's also probably why normal people actually watch them. But that whole merit and talent thing is so 1995. It's 2023, and in America, we should judge, or at least we're made to believe we should judge, everything based on quotas, selective diversity, and the ever-changing oppression totem pole. When it comes to woke events, the Oscars ranks just above the NBA and just under a flippin' BLM rally. So what could possibly be the issue? Well, you know liberals, they'll find something. A few years ago, the Oscars were dubbed too white, then too male. Then shortly thereafter, these fake asses in Hollywood decided it was the Me Too movement they were dressing up to celebrate themselves under the guise of. Ironic, given a good percentage of those Me Too allies knew about Hollywood sexual assault and harassment for years, if not decades, but chose to shut up until it became popular. But anyway, new year, new nominations list, new fodder for the Hollywood liberal elites and the journalists that follow them to bitch about. This year, we are back to there are not enough females nominated. Yes, the wokesters are ticked that no female directors were nominated for Best Director, saying several female directors whom I have never heard of, who directed movies I, again, have never heard of, were snubbed. Oh, the horror, the horror. I am woman, hear me roar. But oh snap, wait a daggone second, I'm confused. I thought liberals didn't recognize binary genders. What happened to that? Aren't we all just its at the end of the day, according to the left? Under that woked up premise, a female not being nominated is inconsequential, even a win for the they-thems, right? It's all such a nonsensical joke. The Oscars are always too white, too male, too straight, and too American for these crybabies. Get over yourselves. In P.S., need I remind these angry libs, it's not like your arch nemesis Donald Trump and his former cabinet members are selecting these nominees and winners. Hello, you, the loving and tolerant Hollywood liberals, are. The Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts, and Sciences is divided into several branches: actors, cinematographers, writers, directors, and so on and so forth. And shot in the dark here, y'all are varying degrees of liberal. So if it's not diverse enough, that's on y'all. Perhaps next year you should just leave Oscar nomination ballots at the front counter of Planned Parenthoods, or hand them out to every double-masked solo walker you see on the street, and then perhaps you'll get the non-binary, gender-fluid, semi-trans, Hispanic, /Asian/Black immigrant nominee with a disability you're really looking for. Go for it. The rest of us aren't watching anyway. So at last check, unless we've cut him another check, we've handed over $50 billion to Zelensky and co. to help defend Ukraine from Russian invasion. Now, that fact alone is angering by itself, considering the fact we don't defend our own border. Him coming to speak in front of Congress before Christmas and charismatically demand more, also angering, also BS. You know, I feel for the Ukrainian people, I really do, and I support their mission to fend off Russia. I sincerely do, but that man, that Zelensky, is a snake if I've ever seen one. I don't trust him, and he makes my skin crawl. What kind of leader finds it appropriate to make an award show speech as his country is at war? The man has made this entire war effort about himself, posing for Vogue, meeting with celebrities, meeting with prominent old folks, having his mug spread across Time magazine for Person of the Year, and of course, grandstanding in front of award show audiences like the fame junkie he is. Last night's little message of peace at the Golden Globes was his second appearance at that particular award show, and apparently he owns only one tracksuit. But he was also there last year to suck up the spotlight, and Hollywood liberals gladly obliged, because the only thing those jewel-encrusted movie stars like celebrating more than themselves are hacks like them, especially hacks that receive taxpayer funding to incentivize their hackery. And no, I'm not dogging on Zelensky because I'm a Putin sympathizer or a Russian sympathizer or any of it. I'm dogging on Zelensky because while his people are fighting, starving, cold, and fired upon, he is showboating his happy, indulgent ass on TV like a big shot, like he's a freaking Kardashian. It's disgusting. He is using a devastating war in his country to prop himself up, seek, and then gain attention. It's sickening to me. And we keep promoting him on both sides of the aisle as if Zelensky himself is the embodiment of resilience and bravery. No, he's a failed comedian turned president turned fame pimp, and I've had enough. I support Ukraine. I don't support that clown.